Oh, let's turn this thing up. I don't even want to waste no time.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to waste no time.
Yeah.
No time.
Yeah.
No time. Welcome to another episode.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know why I feel so hard live, like Dave Chappelle live. Ah!
Yes. That's funny.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know where to start. Oh, welcome to another episode of Sports with the Has-Beens. With your has-beens right here. I go by the name of Mr. D1, and Darkus is back.
Yep, Darkus is back.
Darkus is back. Darkus is back. And on his side, he used to be a frequent flyer, and he's working his way back into the airline system. We have Coach Dwayne Ramage in his house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up, Malton? What up, everybody?
Now, if this is your first time on this program, you've come on a very good note. It is the first day of July. Happy Canada Day. Officially. What time is it now? It's like 12:27. And Sports with the Has-Beens. We talk a lot of sports, but predominantly Raptors basketball because we are Raptors fans, die-hard fans. Shout out to everyone who's always left comments in the discussions of our channels. Shout out to everyone checking out for the first time. And for those people who are viewing, listening to us on Spotify, big up yourselves one time. Hey, yeah. BC's doing their thing, man. BC, Chi-Town, I think Memphis, overseas. We're making some noise right now.
Oh, yeah?
I think I'm making a little too much noise right now. I'm a little too excited. Too excited. I'm not too excited.
Hey, this is a day of celebration.
Oh, man.
This is a day of celebration.
A lot of things has happened.
Yo,
so,
shout out to my block.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everyone, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I just realized?
Well, what's up?
This is my 35th year here in Malton.
What?
Oh, yeah?
I moved here when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
July 1st.
Yeah.
I'm 45 now.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. What was that?
I didn't even think about that.
Yo.
Shout out to the MA, baby.
Yo.
Now, that's something you don't hear every day.
Yo.
You don't hear of an MA resident being around MA
that's
for that
up.
many times.
That's it.
That's
man.
up.
So this is what we do. We do sports. Darkus is back. Coach Ramage is back.
Yeah.
D1 is back. The three amigos are back.
Let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about business.
But someone's missing. Wiseman, we got to get you back. We got to get all four of us on the show one day.
Man.
You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wiseman.
Oh,
No
yeah.
Wiseman.
Hell
Yeah,
tough.
man. So big things have happened in the last week.
Business.
The draft happened last week. A lot of big movements. Some surprises were made. And we're just going to do a little snippet because we have Coach Dwayne Ramage in his house and he has a little something to say. A little something to say about the Raps picks.
What are you talking about the drafts?
Yep, the draft from last week.
The draft.
The draft.
What is your opinion about the draft, man?
Yeah, man.
What do you think about it?
You know, I have my reservations. You know, everyone's talking about Grady Dick, and you know, first of all, there are a lot of memes out there. People out there online, that stuff's going viral like crazy. Now, you know, Grady Dick's a different guy, a bit of a weirdo, I guess, but he's also, from what I hear, he's a bit of a fan favorite as well. And you know, when we look at the Raps, yeah, they're looking to get shooting and they're looking to get someone to fill that void, but I mean, the 13th pick, is he going to be that guy? I'm not entirely sold, you know, and I heard the cast from last week, you know, a lot of it, some excitement about it. I was like, okay, yeah, there's some, but I also have some reservations. And you know, the Raps did not move up in the draft, and you know, what I was explaining a while back was, no matter what you picked below number 3, it wasn't going to tip the scale as far as where the Raps are going to currently be. Right? They finished like 9th in the East or something like that last year. You know, so unless they're getting Wemby, Scoot, or Brandon Miller, those 3 are franchise-changing type players. Right. After those 3, becomes a bit of a crapshoot as far as, you know, trying to fulfill your need or trying to find that best player available, etc. The one thing that kind of got me was, I think Orlando was picking 10th or 11th or something like that.
Yeah, before the Raptors.
And they ended up picking a shooter by the name of Jett Howard, who happens to be Juwan Howard's son.
Yeah.
and he played ball at the University of Michigan. Now, Orlando's already picked a shooter last year in Caleb Houston. I think he was like 30th, 31st pick or something like that last year. So now you went back-to-back years picking shooters from the University of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Grady Dick was supposed to be rated as the #1 shooter in the draft.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't go to Orlando, or he doesn't become the guy going in the top 10 or whatever and falls in our lap at 13. I don't know if the Raptors expected that. I mean, yeah, he wore his, red costume and all that other stuff. But I mean, there was no other spoiler or type of prediction that he was going to end up there. And I look at all the other guys or all the other teams that drafted people, and you say to yourself, okay, well, why him? Why not Jordan Hawkins, for example, from UConn? Played for a national winner. They ended up winning the title.
Yep.
He's 6'6". He's athletic. He's just the same age as Grady. They were both first years. And could do a lot of the same things, if not more, than what Grady could do. Now, the only difference is Grady's 2 inches taller, I believe. I think Grady's like 6'8", 6'9", something like that. But athleticism-wise, it's not even on the scale. Shooting-wise, I believe Grady might shoot around maybe 42% from three. Jordan's like 39, 40% from three. That doesn't tip the scales. You know what I mean?
It's more like a photo finish of anything.
Right. So I mean, I'm just looking at some of these guys that are getting picked up and whatnot. And when Jett Howard gets picked up, it seems to spark or spook a lot of teams in trying to just find the best guards or the best shooters available to them. And they just went on a run, and the Raptors just said, okay, well, you know what? This guy is arguably the best shooter. Beside or after or before Jett Howard, let's just go scoop him right away, right? And I don't think they looked too far into what they're trying to get. In other words, as far as long term. Now, mind you, we also got a new coach. What's the guy's name? Rosto. What's the new coach's name for the Raps? Anyhow. I can't remember the pronunciation. I can't remember his name. I can't remember. Darko, that's it. Darko. Yeah. So
Darko, shimmy.
Now, from through the grapevine, I heard he's a great coach. I have not seen his stuff. I don't have much of an idea. Obviously there's gotta be like a good Euro League or a good European background that he has since he's Serbian. Serbia is on the come up as well as in world basketball. So it is something definitely that's gonna be important as far as getting someone that doesn't create his own shot really in Grady. So that means, a lot of pick and roll opportunities or a lot of 2-man games or having them running off screens, etc. It's going to be interesting how the Raptors are going to change their system now that Nick Nurse is out, and there's not many guys right now that got that wiggle to create their own shot. Now, mind you, we just lost Nino Banton. I think the Raps are not picking him up. They're not signing him or something like that.
What? He's gone? Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Bye. Bye. Gotta go.
My Rockcliffe student is from what I hear is not going to be on the Raps. But the other important piece is Scotty Barnes. And the way how they're going to use him is going to be very interesting. I'd be interested to see what they do with him. I'll be honest with you, I would try him at point guard. I'd give him an opportunity. Play the point forward role a little bit, especially if they're not going to help him develop his jump shot or get his jump shot going. They might as well start looking and figuring out, okay, how else are they going to use him?
Yeah.
They just perhaps picked up Dennis Schroeder at a great discount.
That's right. Walmart price.
So I mean,
fallback price.
That's gonna
roll
be,
back.
Dollar Tree, buddy.
That's gonna be huge. They just Fred got $43 million a year. You can't pay
this dude got. How much did he get?
You ain't paying that. No,
goodbye.
He got $130 million for 3 years.
That's crazy.
Goodbye.
That's a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just happy he's
a
gone.
Whole lot of money.
Fred, we love you. We don't love you that much, bro. Sorry.
You guys can speak for yourself.
Well, as I said last week.
Sorry.
As I said last week, There won't be no more Gillette commercials with him and OG Anunoby with the
was it those peanut butter and jam commercials?
That's right.
Yeah, Jif is it? Was it those Jif commercials or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, none of that stuff's happening no more.
Yeah, that's not happening more.
Find more spokes. You gotta find some different spokespeople for that now.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but at least the Raptors are turning over a new leaf. I think with Fred's departure, and we'll see what Dennis does. We'll see what Grady does. I'll be interested. Right now I haven't seen anything that. You know what the biggest move the Raptors did? They re-signed Jakob Poeltl.
That is right.
That is
right. We
That's
are
the best
all
thing
happy
they've done.
about that.
I believe it's 4 years, 60 mil.
Nah, it was 80.
80 mil.
80 mil, pardon me. Gosh damn.
Still worth.
Yeah, 4 year,
worth it.
80 mil deal.
Still worth it. Great pickup.
Yeah.
Great
Wow.
Great re-signing.
Yes.
Now they traded for Jakob last year. Was it last year they traded for Jakob? What do you remember? Do we remember what they got? What they got for him, or what they gave up to get him? That'd be the only thing I'd question. Is like, okay, well, you drafted him originally, you got rid of him, you traded whatever to get him back.
I thought it was a second round draft pick that they lost.
I can't remember.
I can't
But it
remember
just
either,
seems. I don't know. That whole back and forth thing, I don't know if the Raptors lost or really gained anything out of it, but obviously the time that Jakob has been away, he's gotten substantially better. He's put on some weight now.
Yep.
Like he's not a kid. He looks like a man. We'll see what happens. I'll be definitely interested as to what the long-term effect is going to be. But I don't know. Grady, you gotta show me something, brother. You gotta show me something.
Well,
You gotta show me.
I hear you, but I think our coaching staff is confident enough to set some place for him, like a la like Reggie Miller or even Rip Hamilton. I could see him doing something like
You
that.
could see that?
Him
Yeah.
running around like a pest, running around circles like a pest. Of course, I definitely do see that, and he didn't have to have the ball.
I mean, that's a
Right.
good thing. I mean, he's low maintenance like that. I like that piece. I just don't know if he's that dude. Like Rip Hamilton was something special though, bro. Like
He was
I
a
don't know,
track
yeah,
star.
yeah.
Riv was a track star.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
He was
No,
a
he
track
had a different
star.
motor, but I'm
You
just
know?
trying to say like he's more on the slender side. I mean, he's kind of thin, in the upper body. So I just trying to say like, yo, maybe he needs to work on his game a little bit more.
maybe he
definitely
needs
now-
time. Time will tell, I
man.
guess.
Yeah, I think I honestly
Okay.
I think maybe not this year because you're saying the things you're talking about, and I think you're right about that, but I feel that the Raptors are gonna have the creativity and to put what's his face Grady, whatever his name is, right? Opportunities without the ball. You know what I mean? So I feel that now we don't have Van Fleet that's gonna over dribble the play. Sorry, the 24 seconds. And while he's over dribbling it, opportunities could have happened already where it could have been a priority for making an option, and that could have led to a bucket or free throws, or you know what I mean? You just straight up just denying it.
But I think that's where the development of Scotty Barnes is going to come in. I think if they get him to be more of that passing kind of role, not looking for him to try and do all these other things that they're getting him to do now, I think it does. Maybe it could be a 2-man game between him and Grady Dick for all we know. Like I'd be very interested to see how they work some of these pieces, particularly Schroeder, who's not necessarily a passing point guard, even though he's capable of being a passing point guard. And then the use of Scotty Barnes. Those two are going to be the pivotal points as far as what we're going to look at from Grady Dick. Like I don't see Grady Dick starting. I don't see that.
No.
The starting lineup for the Raptors is a bit interesting. I mean, you look at Dennis starting at the 1.
Yeah.
Maybe
most
Gary,
likely.
maybe Trent at the 2. Scotty at the 3. Who do we got? Spicy at the 4 and Jakob at the 5. OG being a 6 man potentially. Now that's another thing. What are the Raps doing OG, bro? Like what's going on? Like doesn't look like anything's gonna happen with him, which I'm a little surprised about. Like there's so many rumors going around, but I'm surprised that no trigger has been pulled. Maybe because of his injury history, and people are a little shook or worried about that. But I think him being throwing in as a trading piece of some sort to get possibly another good scoring guard would be helpful.
See, there's one thing that that has transpired in the last few days that in my opinion that changed a lot of narratives in organizations for different teams. It has to do with the inflation of these contracts. There's a whole lot of money going to a whole lot of players that rumored players should have been getting, like the Ananobis and the Hardens and stuff like that. And now you're getting blue collar players who are getting these multi 10+ mil a year contracts in a committed way. You got 3-4 years, so how's that going to change the narrative about if you're supposedly trying to get a sign and trade for Anunoby? VanVleet signed for like 130 mil for 3 years.
Like, he got more than Kyrie Irving.
So it just stirs up a lot of mystery in strategizing what you're trying to do with the roster now, because all these deals were made before the deadline even hit, like the last second or the last hours. This was like a day before, and now you're in the midst of the summer. You're, the calm after the storm kind of thing, working out the finances and the books to see what's left, what's in your tax surplus or whatever, luxury tax.
Well, clearly if I'm Houston, I'm Houston, I got a big red bag of money to spend, and
it's crazy that
they don't seem to business. They're making no bones about what they're doing.
So definitely Harden's not going back to Houston after that big VanVleet thing. That's definitely not happening.
That's the reason why
definitely not happening Houston now.
Was clearing out the roster for Harden, right? So
you would have thought.
Yeah.
Now I heard the Clips and the Knicks want to try and get involved with Harden. Some sort of trading. Some like you think about Harden, PG, and Kawhi being on the same squad.
That is a whole lot, man.
That's a lot of.
And then there's Westbrook too, because they were saying most likely Westbrook is going to stay as a Clipper, and
I don't see that happening.
That's a whole lot, man.
If they work out a deal for Harden to come out west, then Westbrook's on the outs. That's not happening. Westbrook will probably be a New York Knick or something, or a Sixer.
There's going to be a whole lot of draft picks, because there's no way they're trading Kawhi or Paul George.
No. Or it could be some sort of sign and trade deal.
Something.
Or whatever the case would be. But Harden got 40 mil this past season? Like,
Jeez.
he's gonna be upwards of getting close to 50.
Yeah, he's almost like the only person below him making that much money a year is probably Chris Paul. Chris Paul's been making that kind of ducats for like years, man.
Yeah, he's laughing. Yeah,
years.
He's laughing, but unfortunately for him, he's probably going to be one of the most heralded point guards in the league, or richest point guards when he retires, to not win a title.
Well, he said it the other day about playing with KD. They should be guaranteed a championship. So
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
But it just baffles me, like, all this money, man. All this money, it just appeared. Like, how like it's like the missing winning ticket for the Lotto Max, the 70 mil that expired the other day, and they just threw it back into the pool, and all of a sudden everyone just had the money to say, here, now we can invest in more of the players,
Yeah, it's true.
It's
true.
It's just crazy. Yeah. I swear, yesterday I woke up and it was like, okay, these guys are gonna make 2 years or 3 years at like 60 mil. Now you wake up again. It's like 130, 140 mil for 2 years.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy the amount of money.
I don't know what
stupid generation making money.
I don't remember Damon Stoudemire getting this type of money. But bootleg Damon Stoudemire, he's doing his thing. I ain't complaining.
But the real question is, with all this money invested, does the more money make you the championship team?
No.
it's just crazy.
You know what the money does?
What's it do?
It makes you do a lot of dumb stuff.
Yeah.
A whole lot of dumb stuff.
A
Yes.
lot of dumb stuff.
Oh,
a lot of
jeez.
creates a lot of free time. Creates a lot of free time. It creates a lot of free opportunity to do stuff that, if that money wasn't there, you know in your heart you wouldn't have done it in the first place.
Got that right. Got that right.
You know, right? Like remember we were talking earlier. They were talking about what is it the Zion Williamson class?
Yeah.
You know, man like R.J. Barrett's catching bare strays for no reason. They questioned about him about his shooting. That's the only negative that they get a question about, because John Morant's been doing some nonsense. Zion Williamson, my goodness,
Dolomite.
you know, like
Dolomite.
like these guys are supposed to be franchise. These guys are supposed to be franchise changing players.
Yeah.
That's what they were termed as. Like that was supposed to be one of the dream classes coming out into the league, and possibly, you know, guys that would be carrying the torch from when LeBron and CP and all these guys leave. Who's going to be that next group? That was supposed to be the group, and look what's happened in the last 12 months.
A lot has happened.
Crazy.
Do you think that even when I love the NBA when they had Dave Stern, when Dave Stern was the commissioner and he had things in line, I mean there was a point that certain players got alienated for even having a tattoo. You know, you couldn't even sit on the bench without wearing a shirt and tie.
Now look.
Now you got open shirts and open many things and
Open shirts.
You know,
that's where we're starting.
you know, I'm just talking about the class. No, I'm talking about the class. The class,
bro.
the class of attitude in the NBA.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
like how David Stern had he had a criteria, like this is your representation of the league. Like you are a star player, you're gonna show like you are the franchise player. But now it seems like everything is so like wide open, like these players can do whatever they want, and there's like no commitment.
Nope.
You know, like at least back then you had players that were committed.
It's not something. I don't think commitment is the word. Loyalty is the word.
Yes. Okay. That's the word.
Okay.
That's the word. That's the word.
I think that's what it comes down to. And you know what? Then it extends beyond basketball.
Oh yes, it does.
Like education system, everything. Like there's so much stuff in your life that gets affected, even just by, like you said, like the bags like some of these guys are carrying. Like they're not just carrying wallets no more. They're carrying more. They're carrying other bags now, right?
Yeah.
They're walking with open shirts. They're no longer walking in suits. Some might be in a skirt, for all we know. Like there's all sorts of stuff now.
Oh, a lot of stuff
that now has just opened up the door for other narratives to now start playing the role or playing the leadership role amongst other organizations, other industries, and now it's like the in thing almost now. So it's different. It's not. It's like you said, the way that, you know. I don't necessarily hate Adam Silver. I don't necessarily hate him, but I also definitely have a great respect for David Stern, more so because of the degree of control that he had in trying to say, you know, there's a certain reputation that the league had when he was while he was in control, and I think that it kept it at an even keel. Yeah, everyone was like, you know, like you said, like I think it was Allen Iverson. I think was one of the first guys that, you know, David Stern was kind of targeting a little bit with regards to how he portrayed himself and what he was doing as an individual. And you know, for some people, like sometimes if you're gonna be an elite, you gotta be elite. There's a certain way how you're gonna carry yourself, and a certain way and how you carry yourself is gonna be dictated by the people that you are surrounded by. And for at the time, AI I don't think was necessarily on that wavelength, because he also had his problems off the court or whatever the case was. Right. But I can't remember if it was exactly him. But I mean, he was one of an example at the time when David Stern was in control.
Yeah, I mean they had like their Dennis Rodmans and stuff as well, right?
Exactly,
Yikes.
exactly,
Sort of things,
right?
But
Yikes.
But at least when it came to the game of basketball, they were intuitive. They were locked in. Now that you have a mist of money, actually the money are the players. It seems like the money dictates how you play and when it's to be played, how to act, who to disrespect, who to comment about, certain things. But it just seems like it doesn't even really feel like it's an NBA league anymore, in my opinion. It just seems like it's just who's going to buy a championship and how you're buying your championship, in my opinion, from what I see. It's just like all of a sudden you have a top tier players who are still waiting in free agency to be picked. You got the blue collars now. I mean, I have nothing against blue collars, but you're making almost as much money as a superstar. And the superstars are still waiting to get re-signed. And when that money runs out, where are you going to get the money from? I mean, there's only so much money you're going to pay in the luxury tax.
Gosh, damn.
It's going to be so much. I mean, the Lakers have done a lot. Raptors have done a lot. Memphis did a little thing. Every team has done their part. And now when you look at it now, it's like the summer just started. What's going to happen when it comes close to preseason? Summer League hasn't even started yet. That's happening the next week or two, to see what's going on.
Yep.
And then you're going to feel like, I'm going to spend another $200 million for like two players.
Bro.
That are not even going to play.
That's absurd.
Bro.
know?
Absurd. You just want to see the report that I just saw.
What was that?
Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
First of all, Memphis Grizzlies outed Canadian Dylan Brooks. If people remember, they outed him, said, "Okay, we're not gonna support him," or after they lost their playoff series to
the Lakers.
Lakers.
So, yeah.
So it kind of made him a scapegoat, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Hopefully Dylan will sign somewhere else and get the respect that he deserves as an individual.
Right.
But Memphis signed Desmond Bane. 5 years.
Whoa.
$207 million.
What? What?
He's getting $40 million a season.
Oh my gosh.
To make jump shots.
Oh my gosh.
He was barely a first rounder.
Oh boy.
He was not only barely a first rounder. I was hoping the Raps would pick him, and instead they picked who did the Raps select at the time? Malachi Flynn.
Oh jeez.
They selected Flynn. I was hoping they would get Bane. Right? But that's another, again, it is what it is. But for $40 million a season, bro. $40 million. And then Tyrese Halliburton tops that on the Pacers and gets 5 years, $260 million.
Jeez.
He's a $50 million man, being an all-star, once or twice?
Oh man.
Has he even been on a playoff team?
Oh boy.
That's I can't.
Wow.
Yo, we are in the wrong professions, bro.
Oh jeez, man.
Like, just imagine some of these guys back in the day, like back in the 90s, that were hoopers. Hooping.
Wow.
And they're struggling just to get a Division I scholarship. Struggling.
A recruit.
To get a look.
Jeez.
Struggling. And then you got man walking in here and, you make a few jump shots, and now I can get $40-something million a season?
Jeez.
Bro, this is beyond generational wealth. This is beyond that.
I say we go back into the gym and hit the Y.
Holy
and take like 5,000 jump shots.
Oh,
goodness gravy.
Just to make I just want to make 10K a month.
Man.
10K a month and I'm good. But damn, that's a whole lot of money, man.
Kyle Kuzma's getting $30 million for doing nothing.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, to all the fans and to all the listeners and the subscribers, let us know about this episode. What's your take on this commentary? Comment. We do what we can to comment. It's about keeping the discussion open. I just wanted to plug that in real quick. And first, to share and subscribe and forward the thing. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Back to the show.
Stay. Hey, as D1 said, stay locked in.
Yep.
Stay locked in with the has-beens.
Yep.
These guys have been going back way back for a long time with me
And Mikey G.
and the Mandem here. So at the end of the day, when we look at our hometown teams, you know, we take it to heart. We take it to heart sometimes, and we look at what some of these guys are doing now. Mind you, the Blue Jays are struggling a little bit, but it is what it is. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, it is.
But hopefully, you know, this July brings some promising opportunities, not only for Canadian basketball players, but for our Raptors as well. So definitely looking forward to see what this July brings.
Yeah, man. This was a fantastic episode. Thank you, Dwayne Ramage, Coach Ramage, for always coming through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Making time. I know you're a busy man who's always on the move with tournaments and teaching and mentoring and coaching and politicking and
doesn't seem to stop.
Never stops. The hustle never stop. So, but yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man.
You guys. Much love.
Oh, for sure. Shout out to the kids for another successful year, graduation, moving on to next things. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that, education is still vital, no matter what you do with your education. It's very important to keep yourself proactive, keep yourself learning, and keep the narrative going for the next generations to come. Summer just started a few days ago, last week. This long weekend in Canada. Canada Day is today. We got July 4th on Tuesday. A lot of things are happening in the next few days. Carnival season's happening in Vinci right now.
Carnival, yes sir. Back up to the shout out to the Vincent people. Shout out.
So it is Carnival time, and island tours coming to a country near you. So yeah, man. Anything to plug, Mikey G, before we sign off?
Well, I was just a listener. You guys, just going on with the flow. Just want to know what's going to draft. Talked about our picks. I was more really wanting to talk, what aside what he's accomplishing. Like, man's are just talking about the culture things.
I just found out he won the Order of Canada or something like that.
Really?
Some big prestigious award.
Nice.
Okay.
Congrats
on the side, man. Congrats on the side.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, man. I just want to shout out the organization of the move that they're making. It doesn't sound like big deals, but it's how the team's constructed. I think we're gonna make a bit of noise. I hope that Christian Coloco and some guys in the G League. Our young players, they get the opportunity to really showcase their skills this year. I have a feeling, Darko, if he's gonna have a practice session, a workout session with my boy, what's his name, Mr. Moby, whatever his name is, right? If he's doing workouts already, then sky's the limits. You could tell he's a player first coach. Masai was able to weed out all the coaches out there, and hopefully he picked the right one. I think he did pick the right one. You know what I mean? Also, are you guys you guys make a comment? You guys are feeling the picks that we got. VanVleet. Yeah, you got paid all that money and everything, but I'm glad he's gone. You know what I mean? Do people have their own opinions? I know there's a little mixed crowd. There's some people. Actually, here's some podcasters. They're for Fred VanVleet. You know what I mean?
Well, I think a lot of people are happy for him. I think a lot of people a lot of people like his story from where he came from, being undrafted and all that other stuff, and betting on himself, and now, he's gotten some generational changing money now. So
a whole lot of money.
So I mean, it's one of those made for TV kind of movies. I think people would appreciate.
Documentary, that's for sure.
At the end of the day, business comes to the brass tacks.
Yeah,
Fred's one of the most inefficient point guards in the league last year. I ain't paying him 40 million.
I ain't paying. Bro. Like I said, I wanted him to walk away. That means we pay nothing, and we paid him nothing. right? He's worth $0 for me. You know what I mean? It's the truth, man. Like I said, man.
Would you have signed and traded him?
Absolutely. I think that would have been the most logical thing to do.
Okay.
But at the same time, that package, and that's the thing. The trade market, I think is stupid. You know what I mean? Just watching so far, you're seeing mediocre teams asking for your best player to make them better, and they give you their garbage players. That's what's happening for the Raptors, at least. You know what I mean? And I think this is disrespect. You know what I mean? And what Masai's doing,
you're okay letting the guy walk, despite
when it comes to him,
despite whatever teams try to offer.
When it comes to him, absolutely, because he made that decision. Yo, when he fired his agent in the middle of the season after the trade market was gone, when the trade date, the deadline was gone, he fired his agent the next day. Right there, that just showed you, in my eyes, he wants out. You know what I mean? And he was frustrated he didn't get out. I think at one point he wanted to leave Toronto more than anybody would believe. You know what I mean? The vibe that he went on JJ Redick. This is a self-proclaimed leader. Went to the JJ Redick podcast and started explaining his feelings, and he was feeling all weird and not fuzzy inside, and he had to complain about it. And instead of going to the locker room and talking to the teammates man to man, right, try to resolve situations. Hey, let's go to an American podcast, right? That a lot of people can see and everything, and then whatchamacallit again, and chastise your own team. I remember CJ McCollum. He was saying about rumors that certain Raptors, they weren't happy, and he was suggesting some Raptors should maybe think about leaving. I wouldn't be surprised he got that from VanVleet. I wouldn't be surprised. Who else is spilling the beans other than VanVleet? So I think this bootleg Stoudemire, he's toxic, straight up. And him going to Houston, I don't think he understands what situation he put himself in. I get it that it's fairy tale like. You guys want to watch your Netflix and your Hulu and you want to go through that? That's fine, by all means. But we talking about basketball over here, and I'm coming from the perspective in the eyes of Masai. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, man. I have the lens I try to look at the lens of a executive from the Raptors, but just from just seeing from a fan's point of view. You know what I mean? But my lens is on that. You know what I mean? What is this gonna be better for our team? And I keep on saying, bitch assness is unacceptable, man. And right now, other than a corny commercial, VanVleet is ready for that commercial when it comes to bitch assness. You know what I mean? With the silk shirt, now you got money. You could get a couple gold chains. Oh boy. Got the pinky. If he braid his hair, he look like Drake. You know what I mean?
The fashion show is gonna be different now.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, we're going down that road now.
It is. No. I'm being yo. No, people don't understand. Like, Masai is a low key savage, bro. People don't give him enough credit. I'm seeing what he's doing. Like I said last week, I said I hope he doesn't finish what he's doing. I hope he could get a big man. I hope he could get there's free agents. You could get man like Eubanks from the Spurs. You wouldn't be bad from the backup. One of the Plumlee twins is available. Siwa Guan. You know what I mean? How the team's set up. We don't even need big time superstar centers or anything. We just need guys that just cover space. You know what I mean? Think of rebounds and playing defense. Our team is constructed in a certain way. If Dennis Schroeder plays old school Dennis Schroeder, I'm talking about
OKC,
team,
yeah,
man. He doesn't have to show that whole thing. It's just a flair.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have to do the whole thing. Because Scotty Barnes is gonna have a different role. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm more curious. A lot of people don't even talk about. I'm more curious about Pascal Siakam. How is he gonna play how his numbers are gonna be. Now he's gonna be his natural 4 position, and I think him being in natural 4 position is you're gonna see
Old Spicy.
not even that. You know, it's not even about Old Spice. I want to see if he's been coasting. I think sometimes he has coasting moments. I know he has some moments where he takes over the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think a lot of times he coasts. You know what I mean? Like his rebounds. I think his rebounds are more deceiving.
Oh, they are.
You know, like he's playing big man position. So the probability of you go by math and everything of him get rebounds if he's close to the rim is very high. You know what I mean? Now he's gonna be in the 4 position. Yeah, he's gonna be close to the rim, but at times he won't be by the rim. So he has to be aggressive and want the ball, right? And that's what I want to see, And who knows, man? I think that the Raptors are we're talked about because of VanVleet. But I think Masai he's making the right moves. The pockets, they're feasible, but at the same time, like he gotta spend the bag. You know what I mean? Like I remember a podcaster on his show. I heard him I heard what he was saying. He was speaking the truth. I agree 100%. If you want to be taken serious as an organization, you gotta spend the bag. You have to. I'm glad we got Porto. I'm glad he got the deal that he wanted, because if you let him walk away and we get another center, you know what I mean, that plays less talented than Porto or anything, then you could see you have a strategy. You really about, you know what I mean.
That's you mean like the tanking strategy?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. To a certain degree, like, oh, it's all right. I don't need to spend that. I could get somebody else for a fraction of the price. But at the end of the day, where do you want to be at the end of the season? There's only one winner, 29 losers, bro.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And if you're gonna have that mentality, then there's a high chance of you not being that 1 out of the 30. You feel what I'm saying? Just, so I feel that the Raptors, the organization, for them to be taken serious from the market, like Dennis Schroeder, people have mixed emotions about it, but I feel something like that. It just shows that Raptors are being calculated with their numbers. Yes, at the same time, but eventually, in a couple years, OG wants his money. Scotty Barnes, he has the rookie contract. He's gonna have that big rookie contract extension, most likely. So they need to find ways of being strategic, of stacking the money, and when it's time to give the bags to the people who rightfully deserve to have it. You know what I mean? And stop playing this. Oh, let's budget. That can only last for so long. And the team and teams are making adjustments. Look at his free agency. We can't even keep up. We can't even keep up right now. There's so many people that got that opt out and got some big contracts. I'm like, are you for real?
Well, I think what's concerning is that these are role players, guys.
Yeah, and even with role players, Masai was still that Dennis Schroeder, man. Again, if he comes back, like you're saying, like a percentage of OKC Dennis Schroeder, with the type of squad we have, just him playing defense. I would love to see my man Maxey go off like that again against the Raptors. You feel what I'm saying?
Are they a playoff team right now?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so. Definitely.
Okay.
Not even much. Definitely. Yeah. No. Yes. Definitely. Because I believe last year. Look. OG's thinking about coming. He said he's thinking about long term. Again, within 2 years, this man was requesting a trade. Why? And again, this is the same stuff I've been talking. You know what? I think about it. Yeah, I'm glad you asked me if any word before. We bounce. It's my time now. It feels like it. And, I remember while I was saying that Nick Nurse was the reason why this culture is toxic. You know what I mean? And now you've seen players who wanted low key demand to leave or can't wait to leave the team. Now Nick Nurse is gone, and now people are reconsidering. You know what I mean? Let me give it a shot. One more time. Clearly, it shows. You know what I mean? Look at Gary Trent Jr. Nick Nurse gets fired, he resigns. You feel what I'm saying? And then within a few months ago, I thought he was a goner. I thought it was the two light skinned brothers. They're gone. Say, yep, the beige brothers are gone. That's what I was thinking. You know what I mean? The beige boys are gone. But I was surprised, that I think Gary Trent Sr. was influential with his sons. Like, yo, Nick Nurse is gone. You know what I mean? I was another thing, like, you complain about this guy all the time. He's gone now. You know what I mean? A little extension. You feel what I'm saying? What? You feel what I'm saying? What other team is he gonna get shots like this? You feel what I'm saying? So, and this
well, now I think seeing what's happening in the league right now, the Raps got Gary Trent at a damn bargain.
Of course,
a damn bargain.
Yeah, man, less than 20. I think less than 20 a year.
He'll be getting a much bigger bag if he went elsewhere.
Buddy, Strauss has got $64 million
for 4 years.
For 4 years. Are you kidding me?
And
Kyle Kuzma,
another guy that
4 years
struggled to stay in the league.
4 years, $104 million. Kyle Kuzma, for real, dog, for real.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's what I'm trying to say. Crazy. Like, and that's why, and you have to rate Masai, man. You have to rate what's his name? Mark Webster, whatever his name is, the general manager. You gotta rate that, man. You know what I mean? And again, if we have a team like this, and a man like Taco Fall, or a man like Dwight Howard to come back for, you know what I mean? Just to sign a minimal and just to cover, just to be on the floor with the squad we have. Problems. You know what I mean? I think we're one or two moves of causing some real problems in the league. I'm talking about the commissioner swinging his fist like Trey from Boys in the Hood after when Ricky got shot. Remember that? He was just, with what's their face? Was shout out to the Trinity girl. What's that girl's name again?
Nia Long.
There you go, Nia Long. Yeah, man. In that situation.
No, I never knew Nia Long was married to Ime Udoka.
Yeah, man.
Until he was head coach of the Celtics, I never knew that. I was like, what?
Yeah, and they had a child too. Yeah. They were family. They were family.
Never knew that, bro.
He's not.
I wonder how she feels about Ime now with all that other stuff that happened in Boston. But whatever.
Yeah, because he's coach of
the Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets now. He got Houston, right? So
he got himself a good bag himself.
Yep.
But
inflation just came out of nowhere. But yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's I feel like the Raptors are on the right track.
Okay.
They tell everybody don't wash no face, but I think they're gonna make the playoffs. We have the right pieces. I just hope that Marquise Noel, and I'm such a hypocrite. You know what I mean? I was talking about point guards with height, but yo, this guy, if he has to he puts a lot of smiles on people's faces, man.
Heart over height.
Yo, his heart is the Columbine, they had the Columbine runs and everything with the rookies going to the draft. They said, Mr. Noel was the best player in that whole thing, man. He stood up the most. It's just that, the scouts and everything, they just go by a certain standard. He's 5'8". You feel what I'm saying? It's 5'8".
Doesn't pass the eye test.
That's what I'm saying. And this guy, this man, he has, as I was telling bro over here, like, I get like Isaiah Thomas vibes. You know what I mean? Zeke.
Wow, that's big.
I'm not even playing, bro. I'm not even playing.
Those are some big shoes to fill, bro.
If he's a shell of Isaiah Thomas, at this day and age, how this game's being played, you see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if he is anything you say that he is, then man like Malachi Flynn better be.
Flynn's gone, bro.
Hey, man.
That's how I feel. I feel Flynn is.
I thought he was gone. I thought he should have been gone 3 years ago.
He should have been gone, but I think they're just trying to test. I think the Raptors didn't want to just want to get. Yeah, they gave him a whole lot. But I think it's time. It's coming, man. Flynn's. I think this is gonna be Flynn's last year as a Toronto Raptor.
Well, definitely, the rosters have not been solidified as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still the preseason to see what goes on, and then they finalize the roster from there. Right? So there's still a couple of months of, training and the coaching staff, the new coaching staff, to figure out game plans and how it's going to structure with their role players and their starters. And don't be surprised if certain starters are coming off the bench. So
And
it's going to be a lot of experimentation.
Marquise Noel, don't forget, man's 5'10", 190, what, 96 or something like that? 190.
No, he's a pit bull.
Yo, this guy,
He's a pit bull. There's no question.
the man could hold his own if he got arrested, bro. That's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, there's definitely dog in him. There's no question.
He's definitely doing burpees, yo.
Yeah,
Okay. Definitely been doing burpees. You feel what I'm saying? And he's built for it, man. He's a dog for real, bro. And he's been playing Rutgers his whole damn life, man. Come on, look at the herky jerk moves and everything, man. Dog press is all he's been playing against. You know what I mean? I like, yo, a man like, a street baller that could dominate in the streets and on the court, rare breed. You know that.
It's true.
Straight up, man. A certain man could do that. Man like AI could do that. Man like Steve Francis, KD did that in the Rutgers and played ball and everything. Yo, but a lot of ballers try to do that, and they weren't as successful. It doesn't translate. Nope. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And Marquise Noel was raised. He was born and raised in that, bro. That was his backyard, man.
Good point.
Straight up. Why do you think he mashed up the NCAA that way? But he's like dog press. He's like, yo, I've been doing this since Banton. I've been doing this since JV. You feel what I'm saying? Like for real. Like even like he hasn't dropped a beat. He's only gotten bigger. He only got stronger and more confident. You know what I mean? And sometimes that shot he has, sometimes he gives me some Eric Gordon vibes. You know what I mean? Sometimes he has that microwave thing going, man. And he has that herky jerk. He knows how to get in the key.
Yeah, he's got wiggle.
He
Sure.
He knows how to create. He knows how to create space. He's nasty with the pick and roll. Yo, I just can't wait.
Let's
man.
see.
I just can't wait.
The jury's still out, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's jury's still out. I just want him to be influential. If he can't be on a team like that, at least bring the dog mentality and help that with a Scotty or OG. You know what I mean?
Well, someone like him could possibly win a G League championship for sure. So, so even if it's just 1 year that he stays, just to kind of get groomed, understand the system. Yeah, no, like you said, if he comes with that same attitude or the right attitude, becoming a pro, and he plays the way that he played at K-State, I can see it.
You can see to it.
Just got to have a lot of conditioning because he is a two-way player, so there's going to be a lot of back and forth. So a lot of conditioning. So it's not easy making the transition, especially coming from, the collegiate aspect to the professionals. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, and can't take these days for granted, right? So, but yeah, man, we gotta get out of
Summer League's coming. We'll see it all.
Yeah, we gotta see what's going to get out of it.
We'll see in a few weeks.
Yeah, man. But shout out to everyone for always listening and watching us on this tube thing. A little longer than we anticipated, but it's been a long time since we all got together at the table for the round table talk.
Hey, man, everybody has your time to talk, man. You feel what I'm saying?
It's a celebration, man. Celebration. It's always a good time for a long time, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So signing off, has-beens all day, every day. Shout out to everyone locked in. Shout out to everyone viewing this thing. Shout out for everyone commenting. Comments.
Comment, hoop fans. Comment, Canadian hoop fans. Get up on here.
Yeah.
Y'all shout out to everybody, HB Land around the world. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share this, and put in your notifications, and keep spreading the love, man. Don't watch these haters, man. Make this paper.
Be safe, Canada Day long weekend. Keep the fireworks up in the air. All right?
Peace.
We out.
Yup. West End to your best friend.
Boom.
Hey all day, you dig?
We out.